What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if it's your first time checking out the show, make sure that you smash that subscription button. Hit that subscription button, and after you hit that subscription button, make sure that you select all notifications. That way you don't miss anything. Family, give me a thumbs up if you can hear what I'm saying right now. If you can hear what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Got to make sure I get this one right. That's right. Here we go. Okay, we all in. We all in. This is a big one right here, fam. This is a big one. I'm sure if we were any of us who were probably over the age of 10 years old, we probably would know where we was when Tupac was killed. So this is a break. This is breaking news. That's why you see all those explanations at the end, because this is big. So here's the report, and here we go. So we have an arrest made in the murder of Tupac Shakur. An arrest has been made in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, this guy first appeared for his first on-camera interview with Vlad TV over 20 years after Tupac was fatally gunned down on the Las Vegas Strip. If all of Keefe's statements are facts, the interview essentially solved Tupac's murder case for many viewers. For years after the interview and multiple interviews since, Keefe D has been arrested Friday on suspicion of murder, according to the AP News reporter. During his interviews, Keefe D, the last living person that was in the car used to carry out the deadly drive-by, boldly detailed the night and prior events that led up to Tupac's murder. He also broke down how the Southside Crips and Ma Piru Bloods became involved in Death Row Records and Bad Boy East versus West feud. While many questioned how Keefe could detail his crimes in various interviews without being arrested, it was believed that he had struck a deal with prosecutors that protected him from being charged with the murder. However, in July 2023, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department raided a home connected to Keefe D. A warrant executed by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police resulted in police finding several .40 caliber bullets from Keefe's home. The discovery coincides with what Keefe detailed in his Compton Street Legend memoir, noting that a Glock pistol was used to take out the prolific rapper. It was pointed out that Glocks could use a .40 caliber bullet. According to ABC7 New York, in addition to the magazine articles on Tupac, items retrieved from the home included computers, hard drives, and pictures from the 1990s that apparently show individuals who might have been connected to people directly or indirectly involved in the drive-by shooting, the official said. A copy of Davis's book, Compton Street Legend, was also seized, according to the official and the search warrant. The first responder at Tupac's crime scene, Chris Carroll, also revealed rumors of Keefe D selling items related to Tupac's death. Investigators later confirmed that the bullets seized did not match the shell casing found at the scene of Tupac's shooting. Keefe D's exact charges have not been announced, but an official indictment is expected by Friday. Now, I read this report to you guys from Vlad TV because Vlad is the first person to interview Keefe D, and he interviewed Keefe several times after that. And each time I saw those interviews, like you and everyone else, I kept wondering if this dude is really involved in Tupac's murder, if he was really in that car when a homicide was committed and he was a willing accomplice. Why hasn't he been arrested? Why are they not arresting him? And you know what I summed it up to, fam? Michael Jackson said it best. They don't really care about us. Going into the comments. Where we at? Chimmy Banks. What's up, Chimmy Banks? I see you. I see you. Khalil Burton, Cleveland, Ohio. First Lady A. What's up, First Lady A? Tony Dale. Tony, what's up, Tony? Fam, I'm not going to hold y'all too long because I had something else to do. This is breaking news, so I had to stop what I was doing and bring this to you guys. Had to let y'all chime in because, you know, Tupac was that dude, and, you know, he had a wild side to him, but to go out like he did, it was tragic, fam. It was cold-blooded, and I do believe that it kind of opened up the door for people in the streets to have that type of mentality that they could take out a star. They could take out, you know, a big time celebrity and not face any type of repercussions, right? Because if you can make a move like that and take out one of the biggest celebrities in the world and nothing happens to you, you know, what's the incentive to not do it again? If there's not going to be a dragnet and the whole city gets shut down and people become uncomfortable, law enforcement don't make the people uncomfortable, what's the incentive? Nobody gets punished, nobody go to jail, nobody gets a life sentence or a death sentence. What is the incentive to change the behavior? There is none. There is none. What's up, Jamal Brown? Miss Jazzy. What's up? Who is that, Connie? What's up, Connie? Willetta White. Willetta. We know what your daddy name was, Willetta. Chimney Banks, Magic Wheels of Crypto. Checking my crypto, hold on. Let me see where we at right now. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all, fam, when that crypto market return and it start exploding, and then y'all start getting behind the 8-ball again. I've been doing this thing for like how long have I been doing crypto? I've been doing crypto since 2016. So I've seen the market come and go, come and go, come and go. Even Bitcoin has fluctuated. You know, Bitcoin is let's see what Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin is at $26,000. I remember when Bitcoin was $100, less than $100. And I didn't get in at that time. I got in a little later, but I didn't get in. But even so, imagine that, fam. It was at one point, it was at $1. It was less than that. And now it's at $26,000. Ever since I've ever heard about cryptocurrency, the whole spiel has been, it's volatile, it's a scam, it's this, it's that. They've been saying the same thing about Bitcoin from day one. And yeah, a lot of people have lost money on Bitcoin, but you know, at the end of the day, you should not invest what you're not willing to lose. So a lot of people have lost money, but a whole lot of people have made money. Again, it went from $1 to $26,000, and Bitcoin has been written off probably more than any other type of commodity known to man. I mean, we're talking about Bitcoin has been written off like literally like thousands, tens of hundreds, millions of times, and it's still standing. And so, yeah, as you can tell, you know, I'm a crypto enthusiast. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, fam, back to Pac. Who remembers where they were when Pac died? I'm sure, like I said, most of us can remember where we were when Pac died. You know, especially like say, if you were listening to hip hop, even if you wasn't listening to hip hop, Pac's murder was such breaking news that you couldn't miss it. It was the biggest story in media. You couldn't miss it. And so Keefe D, I don't know if Keefe D cared about going to jail, because I know, I'm glad I don't have something like that on my record. I ain't done some dirt, but I'm glad I ain't got that on my record. If I had anything remotely like that, ain't no way I'd be on camera bragging about it. I wouldn't even be talking about it. As soon as you mention something, nah, man, I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know. I'm talk about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what you're saying. Huh? What'd you say? Huh? Nigga, what? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's talk about something else. Because sometimes when you're dealing with the judicial system, and you don't get snatched off the streets, so sometimes when you get away with stuff for so long, it emboldens you and makes you feel like you're invincible. And then you start saying certain things, you start doing certain things, and you kind of started just moving kind of reckless. And when you start moving reckless, the moment that you let your guard down and you get comfortable is when you become vulnerable. Let me say that again. The moment you let your guard down, you get comfortable, you become vulnerable. And this is usually how a whole lot of empires come crumbling down. You know, it's often said that pride comes before the fall, right? Pride comes before the fall. So, and I've experienced that myself, being too prideful, you know, not getting too comfortable, not really understanding that, you know, it's at all times, you know, you're dealing with all types of energy, all types of energies, and it can go down and it could happen to anybody. But yeah, dude was doing those videos and he was very relaxed, and you know, he just kept smashing the gas. I mentioned earlier, I wonder why they hadn't, like everybody else was wondering why, if Keefe D in fact was in the car on the night that Tupac was killed and he was with the killer and he was confessing this, why hasn't he been arrested? And we surmised that, well, it's because Tupac was Black. And law enforcement in America was not made to protect Black people or render justice to Black people. It was made to crucify, incriminate, you know, and destroy Black people. That's what this whole system is about. And this is why we, on a daily basis, are at odds with law enforcement, or at least that they're at odds with us even more than we are with them. We just trying to live in peace. We just trying to live our lives like everybody else. But law enforcement wakes up every day and they go out and they look forward to injecting themselves in our lives to try to make our lives more difficult than what it is. That's right. I said it, because that's the truth. You can debate if you want to, but you won't be debating me, because I don't debate with fools. I debate with my equals. All others I teach. who said, what's that dude? What's his name? Throw his name in the comments, fam, if you know where that quote come from. That's my guy. I can't even, I'm tripping that I can't even remember his name. Okay, John Henrik Clark. Yeah. John Henrik, Henrik, John Henrik Clark. I only debate my equals, all others I teach. Dwight Sawyer says Vlad TV strikes again, and he got thumbs down. Are you? If let me ask you something, bro. Like, if dude really did that, if he really did it, right? If he really killed Tupac, if he really was involved in Tupac's murder, and you really, most people that I come across say that they like Tupac, they love Tupac. If you really love Tupac, you wouldn't want justice for him and his family? You wouldn't want that? Yeah, I mean, you know, like, because the truth don't care who tell it, right? So you wouldn't want that? I mean, not even just pause for a moment and say, you know what? I don't like Vlad TV. I don't like nothing about him, but I can appreciate he gave this boy a platform to spill his guts. I appreciate the fact that he gave him the platform to say all that stuff that he said, and to implement himself, to implicate himself in Tupac's murder, so that law enforcement could come tap him on the shoulder and say, "Come with us, Mr. Davis, come on." You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do we get just for a moment, just for a break? I gotta get it. You don't like Vlad, but for a moment, can you just pump the brakes and just acknowledge that if it wasn't for those interviews, they probably would still not have a suspect at all. Now we know that Orlando Anderson was the trigger man. You know, that's widely known that Orlando Anderson was indeed the trigger man. Even my 11-year-old cousin in Compton knew that. I remember we went to his house, me and a friend. We were at their house sometime after the murder, and my buddy asked who killed Tupac. And he was 11 years old at the time. Said, "Man, everybody know who killed Tupac. That was, Orlando Anderson. Baby Lane killed Tupac." Whoop, whoop, whoop. He was just saying it like really nonchalantly, like, "Yeah, Baby Lane killed Tupac." Everybody, and he stayed right down the street. I was like, whoa, you know. Police really, even right now, I still don't think that they're interested in solving Tupac's murder, but perhaps there's like one individual on the force who decided, you know what? Maybe he was a Tupac fan. Maybe it took a Tupac fan to come in there, or just somebody who, who wanted justice. Maybe it was an investigator, somebody with some real clout just said, you know what, man, we can't have this dude, just moving around like this. We're gonna make an arrest. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the devil went on break. Maybe the devil took a break and God slid in real quick and compelled him to go and seek a warrant, and like, yo, can we get an arrest warrant? God was like, yeah, sent to get an arrest warrant. And hurry up, devil come back, devil finna creep back in your soul, boy. The devil finna get back in your head. You better hurry up. I don't know. However it went down. If you're a fan of Tupac and they got an arrest, I think it's fair to complain about how long it took, absolutely. But how we got there, I mean, do you really care? Like, if it was your loved one, do you really care how the case was broken? You know what I'm saying? Do you really care how the arrest was made? If it was your loved one and they got somebody, do you really care who the people who was involved? who helped to get that person in those cuffs? Do you really care about that? I would. If it's my loved one, I'll take acceptance. I'll take assistance from my starkest critic. I'll take assistance from my greatest enemy to get justice for my loved one. Rock and roller, what up? Yo, we got a new member. What's up, Thomas Norman III? Appreciate you. New member to the Willie D Live channel. Don't just be a subscriber, be a member. Yeah, maybe hashtag that. Maybe the channel needs a slogan. Willie D Live. Don't just be a subscriber, be a member. Then I point, be a member. I got to figure that out. I'll figure that out. Y'all got any thoughts? Let me know. Appreciate you, Thomas. If you want to become a member, there's a link somewhere, a join button somewhere underneath the video for you to join the channel. Motivated Move. What up? Sassy D. Adelino Santos. What's up, Viper? Man, Rico say he cared because he don't want a false arrest. Unless dude made a deal, I don't see how that could be a false arrest. If he was in the car and he detailed the murder, what happened before and after, what happened before, during, and after Tupac was murdered, and he's telling you exactly how it went down on multiple occasions. I don't see how that could possibly be a false arrest, unless he struck a deal with the prosecution and they agreed to give him a pass, because they do make deals like that. So unless that happened, a few more comments, fam, and I'm gonna move around. If you're just not joining, there has been an arrest made in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Keefe D, who has done many interviews on Vlad TV, otherwise known as Dwayne Davis. This guy has appeared on many interviews with Vlad TV. In fact, his first interview that he did was on Vlad TV. And for all of these Tupac fans out there, some of you may not like Vlad TV, but you got to give him credit for basically giving the police the information that they needed to be able to go in and put the cuffs on dude. Now, why did they take this long? I mean, Keefe started talking about this like 4 years ago, I believe. So why did they take this long? I don't know. I got a good idea, but That's what it is. So they got him on murder, a suspicion of murder, and an indictment is supposed to be issued later today. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So again, they raided a home that was connected to Keefe D's. I think they were saying that it was his wife or ex-wife's house back in July 2023. And they found a number of things, including some 40 cal bullets in the home. It has been said that 40 cal bullets can work in a Glock pistol, which Keefe D said was used in the murder of Tupac. But it's also worth mentioning that the bullets that was found in that house did not match the shell casings that was found at the scene of Tupac's drive-by murder. So I'll keep you guys updated on this, fam, as I get more news. Until next time, no more talk.